And hello everyone. Today is Tuesday, November 11th, 2025. It's around 2:45 p.m. Pacific. And the temperature is 13 degrees Celsius here in Vancouver. Good day, everyone. Welcome to the live stream from Vancouver. Hello, Harjot, Juanita, Dutchman, Aloha Danica, and Madano. Welcome to the Remembrance Day, or Remembrance Day in the States, here in Vancouver. Welcome, everyone. Today we celebrate all those who fought and died in the wars of the 20th century. The very devastating 20th century. Canadian Vasily, happy Remembrance Day. I don't know, do we say happy Remembrance Day or do we just say, I mean, I don't know if it's really happy, but it's definitely a day of somber reflection. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to find a poppy. I've been under the weather this week, so I didn't really leave my house at all. It's been raining so much here in Vancouver, and I tried to get one earlier from the bank, but the bank was closed, so. But if I do find like a little convenience store or something, maybe I'll see if I can get a poppy. They're not as ubiquitous as they used to be, I feel like. We say Happy Remembrance Day. It's not joyous though. Okay. I'll try and make my way to a place called Victory Square, which is the War Memorial here in Vancouver. You have those you have poppies? Poppies? Yeah. Those little red things that you put on for Remembrance Day? Okay, thank you. Yeah, it's hard to find poppies nowadays, I feel. Thanks, Juanita, for reminding everyone to hit the like button. Hello, Richard and Mark Bass. And Jazz is with us. I dare you to go to a legal drugstore and get an opium poppy. Well, actually, opium poppy is the same as poppy. A lot of people don't know that the red poppy is actually an opium poppy. It's the same plant. And Brad Palmer is with us. No, he knew once I explained it. He just he probably thought it had something, because it was a vape store, so he might have thought it had something to do with like vaping or something like that. Once I explained it, he knew what I was talking about. $2 super chat. Thank you so much, Canadian Vasily. Welcome, sir. Appreciate you, my friend, for the $2 super chat. And Israel's with us. Welcome, Israel. I'll try a couple more stores here and there, maybe, if I can find one, but I don't think it's... Navindat, 99-cent super chat. Navin, thank you so much, out Navin. Hope you're doing well. Mark Bass says, I heard you can fail a drug test by eating a poppy seed muffin. Yeah, that's what they did. It was on Seinfeld, that one episode. Marg D, welcome, Marg. Navin says, what's going on, Rob? Not much. Just been feeling a little under the weather lately, but I'm much better today. It's been raining non-stop here in Vancouver over the last month or so. And I think tomorrow, the rest of this week, it's going to be raining too, so I'm not big on going outside when it rains. I'll get sick in 2 seconds. I already was feeling under the weather from last week when I went out in the rain for a little while. So we're on the famous East Hastings Street here in East Vancouver. Or should I say infamous. Looks like they're clearing this empty lot out. It looks like a nice piece of real estate right here. You see a pretty big condo development going up. Okay, thanks, Vasily. You go ahead and chill. Yes, an infamous street. You guys are all familiar with East Hastings. This part isn't bad, though. Not until you get closer to Maine. It's a pretty long street, actually. It goes all the way to the waterfront, and then if you go east, it goes all the way through Burnaby and beyond. This is West Coast Collision Repair, named after me, of course. Randy Ruck is in the house. Dutchman says, Henry Winkler was arrested by the police for his involvement in starting a Ponzi scheme. I'm also old enough to get that joke. From the famous 80s show Happy Days. Happy Days is a show that we don't talk about much, but that was a good show. Mike Landry's with us. Welcome, Mike. See the beautiful mountains over there in the distance. And a very large container port. Vancouver is a serious port. We've got Marie Palmer with us as well. Hello, Marie. Hope you're doing well with the dog Bobby. We're just making our way towards the downtown core. I'd like to visit the War Memorial. Here at Commercial in East Hastings. Let's veer off East Hastings so we don't have to delve deep into the... We'll take a different street into the city, into the downtown core. Our friend Roy Explores had an awesome sunset live stream. Yeah, that was at Sunset Dunes, which is kind of the newest public park in San Francisco. It's they closed down the Great Highway and they turned it into a very long park. People who live in that area were not too happy about it because a lot of people need to drive on the Great Highway. Now everybody's going to be going through the residential neighborhoods, but SeaWorld Fisheries here. Randy Ruck says it's winter in Toronto. What a mess. I saw the snow streams that everyone was doing. Vasily and Sapan, Johnny, Ken, T-Shods. I watched a little bit of all of those live streams, but here's the thing, and I know I'm in the minority here, and because you guys were getting huge viewership. Everybody loves watching the snow streams, but me personally, I don't love watching the snow streams. Of it all, and I'm getting snowed on and I feel cold, and it's like, oh my god, I can't watch this. I know I'm in the minority there, but I respect all you guys for braving the elements and doing those snow streams, and I'm glad you guys get huge viewership. I'm glad people love it, but I don't love it, man. I do not love watching those snow streams. I'm over it when it comes to snow. We have a good amount of leaves here that have fallen. But I did watch a little bit of everybody's stream for a few minutes, and then I'm like, oh man, this is too depressing for me. But I know a lot of people do love them, so keep on keeping on doing those snow streams. Snow over rain. I mean, I don't love either, but I slightly prefer rain over snow. I'm not a big snow guy. I grew up in Ontario. I've seen my share of snow throughout my life, and I don't really want to see any more. But it is pretty, you know. I'm not saying it's not pretty. It's just when it's falling and you've got all the cars driving in it, and oh, it's a mess. But obviously, a lot of people love watching the snow streams. Hey Java Junkie. As long as you don't have to drive in it. Oh, there's nothing worse than that. There's nothing worse than driving in ice and snow. So we veered away from East Hastings over to Powell Street, which will also lead us into Gastown. And in a couple miles. We've got Chris Mills and Trojan Elk Explorer with us. Swaying palms are more my speed. I agree, Chris. I'll take some nice, warm, sunny weather over snow. Today's a very nice day though. It's 13 degrees. But looks like the next few days are going to be filled with rain again. Of course, I can't complain too much because that's what makes Vancouver so green. You used to ski a lot, Randy? I've never tried skiing before. I'm sure I'd kill myself if I did, so I tend to avoid it. I don't need 2 broken legs, thanks. Navin says, how many hours from Vancouver to Seattle? I think it's like 3-4 hours. Yeah, Java for sure. How about inner tubing? Never been inner tubing. I've been tobogganing though. The British Columbia Sugar Refining Company. Massive sugar plant there. I'm not sure if it's still, looks like it's still in operation maybe. Some large condos over there. $30 degrees in Phoenix. Anything below 23 is cold. I don't know if I'd want to walk around in 30 degrees Celsius. That's pretty hot. 20 degrees Celsius is very nice though. we see a very massive container port over there. We have Hugh Janis. Welcome, Hugh. They have inner tubing in Whistler. Okay. I haven't been to Whistler on this since I moved here. So. Alright, I'm going to try and cross here. Yeah, I'll make my way up to Whistler at some point. There's also another famous ski town known as Kelowna. We have Robert Sprite with us. Welcome, Robert Sprite. How far is Kelowna? I think it's 3 hours or something from here. It's in the interior. A lot of wilderness in British Columbia. You gotta drive through the mountains and whatnot to get there. Yes, Whistler, I believe, is closer. Yep. the Vancouver Buddhist Temple. As we've reached Jackson and Powell. I feel like there's a Jackson and Powell also in San Francisco. I could be wrong. We've got Oppenheimer Park here. There it is right here. It's possible though, because we are in a very sort of rundown area. There's a lot of homeless people in this area. East Hastings and Maine is just a couple blocks down from here. We're Am I going to be walking down East Hastings in Maine? Nah, we're good. We're good. We'll skip that area today. The number 5 orange. Oh. I see what you're talking about, Mark. The number 5 orange showroom pub. There it is. Never been. Well, it's actually quite a stunning mural. Actually, I like that. I like the look of that. Yeah, there's a lot of fall colors in Vancouver, more than I expected. I feel like the trees are really popping this year. I mean, I've never been here in the fall before, but there was a lot of, especially within the city, you see a lot of fall colors. I probably wouldn't like that place. Number 5 orange. Why is that, Mark? Got a nice building here with cool rooftop area there. I could probably, I'll go one or two more blocks. We're here in Gastown now. I'm gonna make my way back over to West Hastings so that we can, nice uniform, sir.
Thank you.
We have Janice Pike and Rick with us. Welcome, Janice. How are you? Oh, it's a gentleman's club. Ah, okay. What, you don't think I'm a gentleman, Mark? We got the Gastown sign here. Guy was wearing a really nice uniform. Got some cool buildings here with the fire escapes. You gotta love the fire escapes. No, I'm just kidding, Mark. It's not that I'm... in general, you're not going to catch me in a strip club. It's not that I'm against it. It's just I don't really... It's not my kind of crowd. So we're here in the heart of Gastown with its beautiful cobblestone streets, old school buildings. It's a very historic part of the city here. A lot of seating, a lot of nice restaurants, bars, clubs. So now we can make our way safely over to Hastings Street. I say safely with a grain of salt, of course. This is the Blarney Stone, a very iconic pub here in Gastown. Janice says you guys are fun. Well, thank you, Janice. Here's Kozak Ukrainian restaurant. Not sure if Oleg is with us here today, but there's a Ukrainian restaurant. It's
Glasses for 15.
It's across the street here. Hotel Pennsylvania across the street. Nice mural. Oh, the one back there, yeah. I'm just kind of keeping my wits about me here as you get to these more hairier areas of the city. okay. Looks like yeah, let's go this way. We're here in Chinatown now. I actually missed East Hastings there. I walked right by it, but that's okay. We're here in Chinatown now to see the beautiful Dragon Gate. This is one of the larger Dragon Gates, I would say, out of all the various Chinatowns that I've seen. This is a very nice one. Here in the oldest Chinatown in Canada. Yeah, it's got the Tenderloin vibes. I do want to make my way back to Hastings so I can go to the War Memorial. I can show you that. Although I believe this street also leads to it, so maybe I'll just keep walking here. Janice says, we had snow in Toronto. Yeah, I know. You guys had a pretty big snowstorm, it looks like.
All these different jails. There's like
You got Timmy Hortons right there. This is the Pint Public House. And the Cineplex Odeon movie theater. How you doing? This looks like a comedy club here. Haven't seen stand-up comedy in a long time. Used to be so good back in the day with Eddie Murphy and Richard Pryor, and you guys remember Sam Kinison? Man, that guy was funny. Sam Kinison. Andrew Dice Clay was a little more offbeat. He would be completely canceled today. Got Detroit 313. I love stand-up comedy as well. Broke the record of earliest snow. Oh, interesting. Motorcycles in November. Oh yeah, you can probably see motorcycles all year round here. Nice building there. Beautiful glass windows at the top. Well, most windows are glass, of course, but you know what I mean. And we have reached Victory Square, the war memorial here in the city of Vancouver. So let's celebrate. Well, let's not celebrate, but this is a celebration of Canada's victories in the 2 world wars. I don't believe Canada's ever lost a war. The War of 1812 was basically a draw. Both sides claimed victory. Some very nice wreaths here. We got a loud person here, disturbing the peace, essentially. All ye that pass by. In memory of those who gave their lives in the service of our country. Their name liveth evermore. Got the British Union Jack, and then looks like, well, there's a Canadian flag in the middle, and then there's a couple other flags. I'm not sure. One of them is probably British Columbia's flag. Sorry, I'm not too familiar with the provincial flags. I know Ontario's looks like, but it's a 3-sided memorial. Janice says Holland. Holland was heavily involved in the world wars. This is Victory Square here on Remembrance Day. A nice place for somber reflection if it wasn't for that guy yelling over there. We've got poppies on the signs here. Road trip to Victoria. I gotta make my way to Victoria at some point too. And there's what I call Vancouver CN Tower, which is nowhere near the height of the CN Tower, but it's actually called the Vancouver Lookout. I might go up Vancouver from that observation deck. It's just the main observation deck we have here in the city. Jenna says Canada helped Holland free. Absolutely. Canadian soldiers were known as probably the best soldiers in World War I and II. Everyone always said the Canadian soldiers are the most fiercest fighters, more so than America, Britain, all those countries. Canada had the finest soldiers. The enemy was always afraid of Canada's soldiers. And it's got an outdoor elevator there. Oh, I might have missed it, but there's like an outdoor elevator that goes there all the way to the top along that side thing there. Robert Sprite says, Walker, you need a yummy sandwich. I might get something later. I'm not super hungry right now. Oh, we've got I love Botox in the chat. We've got a troll in the chat. I love Botox with her little nickname for me. Talk about a stalker. I saw all the comments you left on Johnny Stride's latest video. Man, you're obsessed with him, aren't you, Jelly Bean? You are like Glenn Close from Fatal Attraction. Holy cow. Don't you got anything better to do with your life there, honey? And next time you're in a thumbnail, you might want to smile. I saw you on Jaycation's thumbnail. You might want to smile there, Jelly Bean, instead of looking so dour. But boy, you would know what a stalker is. You are the most craziest human being in the entire walk tubing community. Just a complete freak show. Welcome, Jelly Bean. I knew you watched my videos, of course. Just a complete freak show. Don't you have anything better to do with your time? Shouldn't you be focusing on your new boyfriend, Pat75, instead of being so obsessed with Johnny? I mean, it's next level with you, isn't it? I don't know if you guys have ever seen Fatal Attraction, but Jelly Bean makes that girl look like a goody two-shoes. I love Botox is one of Jelly Bean's many, many, many aliases. You know, a few more that are right up there. Yeah, her weird friend Ziggy. Also leaving a whole bunch of unnecessary comments on Johnny Stumble's latest video. I mean, there was like 50-something comments that she left on there. Talk about being obsessed. Oh my God. I wonder what Pat75 would say if he knew you were the one who left all those comments. Probably be disgusted by you. Like most people. 45 years old, acts like she's 12. That's real attractive, isn't it? No, Janice, you're not a troll at all. You're one of the sweetest people in the chat. Oh yeah. Jelly Bean is a complete freak show. She'll boil someone's bunny. one day. And that ain't a metaphor. But welcome, I Love Botox / Jelly Bean. You don't think we know all of your aliases there? We know every single one of your aliases, you freak show. As we've reached Canada Place at the Port of Vancouver. Johnny used to talk to her on his live show, yeah. Well, she was originally normal, actually. She started out as a normal human being, and then over time she just descended into madness. She was actually at Henry Triple T's very first meetup back 3 years ago, if you can believe that. And everybody actually liked her back then. But then she just started alienating everybody and decided to troll and make fun of everyone, including Vivian and Marge. She's completely obsessed with Johnny's mods and Johnny. And deserves to be banned from everyone's channel, like she is, pretty much. Even Ken Continuum banned her because of her big ass mouth. I bet you didn't think that was going to happen, JB, right? You probably thought Ken was going to leave you on there. But you kept opening your stupid mouth and he banned you too. Shows how smart you are. Everyone say hi to Jelly Bean in the chat, also known as I Love Botox. Worse than Sally, if you can believe that. Well, Janice, I will give you that she is very nice to you. I will, Janice, Jelly Bean is very nice to you, so I can see why you like her, and that's fine. You can be friends with her. It's not going to bother me because she is nice to you. She doesn't make fun of you or disrespect you. Problem is, she disrespects and makes fun of so many other people, including Vivian, Marge. If you have bad parents, you tend to end up a bad person. How many aliases you got there, Jelly Bean? At least 50. As we reach the beautiful waterfront. But yeah, you can be friends with her, Janice, but I'll tell you this, we keep an eye on Jelly Bean. If she ever says anything negative to you, that's the end of her. But she has not said anything negative to you, thankfully. She blocked all of Henry's members. So she has big issues with Marg. She always goes after Marg. She always goes after Cynthia Sunflowers. She always goes after every woman that she's jealous and insecure about. Anybody that Johnny likes and is close to Johnny, Jelly Bean hates that person. She goes after Brad and Marie. She hates Brad and Marie. Not sure why. They're the two best people in the chat, pretty much. That's why she hates you. But She shows up on Remembrance. I knew you watched my videos, Jelly Bean. I knew you can't get away. You cannot get away. You're obsessed. You love hearing your name being spoken, right? Even if it's bad. You're an attention hog. You and Ziggy, two freak shows, leaving hundreds of comments on Johnny's videos, all negative, whining about the mods, whining about this, insinuating this, that, and the other about Vivian and Marge. It's pretty disgusting. You know, you make fun of them because they're old. Who makes fun of someone because they're old? You don't think you're gonna get old and wrinkly, Jelly Bean? I saw you on Jaycation's video today. You're nothing. You're gonna get old and wrinkled one day. Trust me, sooner than you think. This is the convention center. Brad and Marie are wonderful supporters of everyone, wonderful people who I've had the pleasure to meet in real life. And very close to Johnny. And so that's why she scorns you, because of some weird selfishness or some weird jealousy thing going on. She always says, oh, people are jealous of me. What are they jealous of, Jelly Bean? No one likes you. You're banned from every channel. Why would anyone be jealous of you? Construction zone here. Let's see if I can cross the street. We'll just keep going this way. And Ziggy's with us here too. Ziggy says you should have got clocked that day. Well, even if he would have tried it, he would have ended up on the ground, Ziggy. It would have been a fair fight, I'll tell you that much. You like to talk from the peanut gallery too. Why are you so obsessed with Johnny exactly, Ziggy? He doesn't even know you from fucking Adam. You worship Jelly Bean. I saw her on Jaycation's video today. She's nothing really to worship, no offense. I'm not going to make fun of her way she looks, because I don't do that. And I think she's dating Pat75, who I respect. I respect Pat a lot. He's a good guy. He's friends with Jaycation and Norma. He's a good mod. He's a good fellow. But if you're going to come on my channel and start saying shit, then you're going to get a response. I'll tell you that. Just like that asshole who confronted me. I told him to fuck off. I ain't afraid of nobody, I'll tell you that much. Fingers crossed, Janice. Give my best to Rick. Seems like a great guy. We saw him on the Triple T meetup. Yeah, we've got two trolls in the chat. Ziggy and her notorious friend who she worships, who have been basically sidelined from every channel. They've had to go to some seriously... The only way they can chat now is by going to channels where they have 30-year-old wrestling videos. And NBC Dateline. Talk about exile. You guys have been basically sent to North Korea, you and Jelly Bean. I mean, you guys are in the middle of nowhere over there on Dateline and WWE Vault. Nobody likes you. I mean, talk about being sidelined. They sent you to St. Helena. Right? I mean, when you have been banned from so many channels that you have to resort to go watching NBC Dateline, some dumbass show from the 90s, just so you can chat with your goofy friends, that's exile, okay? That's exile, okay? You guys have basically been thrown in some prison. Like, talk about... You look up the word pariah in the dictionary, it's got Jelly Bean's face there. Just complete goof-offs where all they do is say nasty things about poor Vivian and Marge, who have given so many countless hours, so much dedication and even money that they've given to Johnny and Ken and every other walktuber. And they're very jealous of all of the attention and all of the love that Johnny gives to Vivian and Marge. And so they go on and on and on like a bunch of goof-offs. And the only channels they're allowed on are... They go to this channel, WWE Vault. It shows wrestling videos from literally like 1989. Like, we're talking like 30, 40 years ago, okay? That's how exiled they've been. Ken Continuum was the last channel they were allowed to spew their garbage on, and even he got rid of them. And he's a pretty lax guy. Like, he doesn't have strict rules. So for Ken to actually ban you, I mean, that's pretty bad. That means you're a real piece of work. Because he's usually pretty tolerant. We have a beautiful mural there. That's a stunning mural, wow. Look at that. I mean, they're over in the demilitarized zone over there watching WWE Vault. Friggin' Ric Flair fucking... They're watching Ric Flair fucking wrestling matches. Of course, they try to delete all their hateful comments, but we catch it all. We have screenshots of all your hateful comments. Don't worry about that, guys. We're the fucking CIA, bitch. I have great respect for Ken, Brad. I've always had great respect for Ken. Even if he didn't ban Jelly and Ziggy, I still would have great respect for Ken. He's a good man. But as soon as they started going on about West Coast stalker, blah blah blah, they got bombed out of there real fast. They thought they could go on and on about Ken's fellow walktubers as though it's no big deal. Yeah. Next time, keep your stupid mouth shut. Maybe you'll still be allowed to... Well, there is no next time. You're never going to be allowed back on any of those channels, so... They thought they could spew their bullshit without any consequences. Yeah, my ass. So you guys can go hang out on Dateline. Watch Keith Morrison. You like the lady who Ken hangs out with. Ken always seems to have nice females on his channel. I assume you're talking about Felicity, who he does videos with. He also has Megan, and he even did a collab with the very beautiful woman, Diana, I believe her name was, or Diane. She was like basically a Hollywood actress. So yeah, Ken's a stud. I think we can all agree that Ken's a stud. But I'm glad you and Ziggy are watching my videos, because here's the thing with YouTube. Even if you hate the YouTuber, as long as you're watching his videos, he gets paid. No one cares if you like us or not. As long as you watch the videos, we get paid. But the huge comment bomb you guys left on Stumble's last channel, I mean, that was borderline insanity. Like, that was insanity. There was, sorry boss, there was at least 50-60 comments that you idiots left that were all against Johnny and his mods. Like, don't you have anything better to do with your time, Jelly Bean? Shouldn't you be hanging out with Pat 75? Or did that Vegas trip not go as you liked it as planned? And so now you got to turn your attention back to Johnny, who I have a feeling he finds you the most annoying human being in the world. And a complete disgrace. That's exiled. That's just complete exile right there. I mean, at some point the cops are probably going to have to be called if all of this, not because of me, but the way she stalks Johnny, the way she's obsessed with him. I mean, he might have to actually report her to the police, because it's borderline insane. But I'm glad you guys stopped by, Jelly and Ziggy. It's fun to have you guys in the chat. It's fun ripping you guys new assholes once in a while. Oh, Janice, I told you, we're CIA, okay, sweetie? We know everything about this walk-tubing community. Anyone makes a comment, we know who it is. I don't give a damn about the username. I know exactly who it is. A lot of people change their names. Robert Sprite changes his name every couple months. We know it's Robert Sprite. Even Ziggy has an alias. Dixie something. Jellybean tries to make more random things, but we can see it every time. We know every time. You can just tell by the way they talk. It's kind of like someone's voice. If you hear someone's voice, you don't need to see their face. You know it's them. Because we're here on Robson Street, the main sort of shopping corridor here in the city. When you've been watching these YouTube channels for as long as I have, Janice, plus it's our job. You see, the reason why we know all these usernames and the reason why I've outed many of Jellybeans, because there's a few of us in the chat who we consider to be essentially enforcers. Jellybean, the reason why I outed all your usernames at one time is because I'm one of the enforcers in this community, all right? I'm one of the enforcers. So don't screw with me, okay? Because I'm the enforcer, honey. There's a few things we don't allow in this community, and that's insulting others, calling people names, making fun of them. Personal insults are just not allowed, and so that's why we've banned all these idiots. Because that's all they do. Out of jealousy and insecurity. We don't put up with that shit. And so me and I don't want to name names, but you guys all know who you are. We're the enforcers, honey. You don't fuck with us. So we have a very nice community garden here. Mark Bass says, I don't think I see the person you're yelling at. It was a person there a few minutes ago who came in under the name I Love Botox. Of course she loves Botox. And her notorious friend Ziggy Phoenix. Basically, Ziggy basically worships Jellybean for some reason. I mean, I don't know why. But, so we have this amazing building here, the Vancouver House, which looks like it's basically upside down. One of the most iconic buildings in the city. And it's not just my channel that she trolls on, Mark. It's everyone's channel. She's literally been banned from pretty much every walk tubing channel. Ziggy hasn't been banned yet, but as soon as she opens her mouth, she will. Marg knows all about them. It is kind of entertaining making, like, going after. Look, if you're gonna come after me and come on my channel and say shit, you're gonna get your ass reamed out, plain and simple, all right? I don't put up with bullshit. I responded to Once Upon a City before. Now, Sally has been pretty calm lately on her channels, and so I'm not gonna say anything negative about Sally anymore. She sounds like she wants this whole thing to blow over, which I'm totally okay with that. I don't think she's inherently a bad person. She certainly did say a lot of bad things, but then redeemed in the end. Redemption, I believe in. I believe in forgiveness. I believe in the teachings of Jesus, of course. And so I'm not against forgiving someone. Trojan says, can we watch Sally yet? You're welcome to watch anyone you want, my friend. I won't hold it against you if you want to go back to Once Upon a City's channel, or if you've never left, it's up to you. I don't tell people what channel they can or cannot watch. Now, if she says shit about others, I would like it if maybe you called her out on it once in a while, you know? Instead of allowing her to go off and off. But I have a feeling she's going to be more chill from now on. It seems like things have settled down. I think she has in many ways suffered the consequences of her actions, because so many people have left her channel and have canceled their memberships and no longer really go on there to chat. They still watch though to see what weird things she's going to say, but I don't think she's going to say anything bad anymore. I think she's come to her senses a little bit. And so I'm not going to say anything negative either about her, because I certainly don't want to. I don't start fights. I finish fights. I don't start fights. And I don't hold it against others if they want to be friends with people or watch other people's channels. That's okay, Trojan. I mean, hey, if you want to support other channels, you go ahead. I mean, it's not, you don't have to, I'm not going to hate you, Trojan, no matter what. Like, you know, I called Randy out before, Randy Ruck, not for watching Once Upon a City, but for not saying anything to her and ignoring all the hateful things she was saying. That's what I don't like. It's like, okay, if you want to watch her, fine, but why are you ignoring all the horrible things she's saying? But like I said, nothing horrible has really come from Sally lately. And she used to be a mod on my channel. She used to be pretty friendly on my channel. I enjoyed having her in the chat. And so I remember those good days that we had with Once Upon a City, and even, like I said, even Jellybean used to be a good person till she chose the dark side. When she first started coming to Johnny's channel, we were friends. She was friends with everyone. She got along with everyone. Jazz says she was a very sweet person. And I assume you're talking about Sally, Jazz? Yeah, I had no issues with Sally until she started going after T-Shaws and Henry and Johnny and every other person known to man. She even called me a quote-unquote fruitcake, which is a very, frankly, derogatory term. I would never call someone that. I don't know. I mean, she was saying a lot of bad stuff there for a few weeks. Maybe she had a bit of a breakdown. Maybe she had something going on in her life. But I feel like I don't think anyone deep down inside is a horrible, evil person. Well, maybe there are some. Yeah, there are evil people in the world, but not necessarily in our walk tubing community. But something snapped there, you know. And it's hard to overcome that after all that was said, because it wasn't just one live stream where things were said and then she tried to forget it. No, it was at least like 3, 4, maybe 5 weeks of this going on, which really kind of ruined everything. But previously, before that, I had zero issues with her. I liked her. And I still don't hate anybody, even the famous Jelly Bean and Ziggy and all of their stupid club members. I would never use the term hate towards them. I don't hate them. I don't wish death upon them like how somebody wished death upon somebody else. I don't want to get into it, but poor Marg has received a lot of abuse just for being a kind, lovely lady who has supported everyone. There's a lot of jealousy amongst certain people. Is this just between Vancouver streams? This is more the Toronto walk tubing community. Most of them are in Toronto. And if you follow Johnny, Ken, Triple T, Vasily, you follow all those. Henry and Vasily threatened their viewers. I wouldn't say they threatened their viewers, but you know, they say certain things, but I don't think Henry actually banned anyone from his channel that was, you know, chatting on Once Upon a City. But hey, look, everyone takes a different tack of things. For me, it's, you know, I don't really care what other people do. Like, if you want to do that, go ahead, but I'm not here to tell you who you can and cannot watch. Okay. But, you know, it's like, I'll call out somebody if they're going to be an asshole, and if they're going to attack my... The things that Sally was saying about Marg was over the top, all right? Now, she, like I said, she hasn't said that in a while, so I'm not going to revisit all that. And I'm not saying anyone in the chat should revisit it. I think we should all just forget about it and move on. But we have a very good community here that seems like everyone gets along. Like out of all the YouTube communities, like the walk tubing community, we're the closest. Okay, like we get along with each other. Everyone in the chat, you guys are all saying hi to each other, welcoming each other, asking each other about your lives. You want to know what's going on. You want to know. You care about each other. We all care about each other. It's not like other YouTube communities. I've seen channels that have 1,200 viewers on a live stream and nobody's even saying hello to each other. And so the fact that all this division and all this discord came into the community because of certain people is very... I find that upsetting. I found that to be very disconcerting, and so that's why I address those things. But because I would rather have a nice, unified community that gets along well with each other. Of course, there's going to be fights. It's, you know, it's kind of like high school, okay? You know, people don't get along all the time, but ideally, we should have we should mostly, for the most part, we should all get along ideally, and I think we do, and I think a lot of us care about each other. We are like family. Janice is really one of those people who loves everyone in the community. She's always saying, I love you guys. She's always putting out such good vibes, and because she does that, she gets good vibes back to her. You notice how everyone always says good things about Janice? Why? Because she says good things about others. It's called reciprocation, okay? It's called treating others how you want to be treated. It's a very old concept. It's in the Bible. As we've reached these interesting statues, the amazing laughter, I think it's called, something to that effect. Janice means it. Yeah, Janice, and we mean it too. We care a lot about you and Rick. We want what's best for you. We consider you to be our good friends. And all the good vibes that you bring to the chat, we enjoy it very much, having you in the chat, Janice. And we don't care if you spell everything perfect. That doesn't bother us at all. Navin says, with the overload of TO walktubers, it's a matter of time before someone went off. Won't be last. I personally prefer non-drama channels. I know, and the only reason I'm talking about this, Navin, right now is because we've got two people here who came and decided to troll my chat today. Otherwise, I don't bring it up. I don't bring it up unless someone says it, unless someone comes into my chat and tries to do shit. Princess Margaret, welcome. How are you? And so you don't hear me talking about this on all my live streams. I only discuss it when it needs to be discussed. And today we had the username I Love Botox, who's one of Jellybean's very numerous aliases, coming in and saying West Coast Stalker. That's her nickname for me. And the only reason she says that is because I outed all her previous aliases. But I did that because she was using them to attack everybody. She was using those aliases to attack everybody, which I did not like. That's one thing that's not allowed in our community. We'll call you out on that if you insult people. Now, I believe they're filming a movie down here somewhere on this beach. I'm not sure if they're still filming it or not, but last week they were. Have you guys ever seen the movie Social Network about the founding of Facebook? It's like Mark Zuckerberg. The sequel to that movie is being filmed here in Vancouver, and I believe it was here on this beach somewhere. But I'm not sure if they have already completed the filming for now or not. Let's go see. I feel like it was definitely in this area from the pictures that I saw online. The sunset, yeah, the sunset's looking real nice. It is cloudy, the clouds are covering it, but it's just about to set now. And then I don't like how it sets so early, but it is what it is. It gets dark here at like 5. Network says, I think you're the only one I found. There's a couple other Vancouver live streamers. Oh, I don't mind moving on. I move on pretty easily. I don't hold grudges there, Network. I'm not going to sit here and talk about negative things for forever. It's just today someone came in and decided to troll me, and hey, if you're going to troll West Coast Walker, you're going to get your ass handed to you. I'm sorry, you're going to get your ass handed to you, okay? Plain and simple.
Hey, do you guys want to do this wedding?
Thanks, Princess. I know I do have a bit of a hot temper. I will admit that. I'm certainly not an angry person. I'm not an angry person. I'm generally a happy human being. Like, I don't sit there and wallow in sadness or anger. Those kind of feelings. Anger, hate, and fear lead one to the dark side. Okay, those are the teachings of Yoda. A long period of time, but certain times I get pissed off. Yeah. This is another very famous monument here in Vancouver known as the Inukshuk, a replica of what they have many of these in up north, Inuksuks that were built by the Inuit probably hundreds, maybe even thousands of years ago. A lot of these were put up. I'm not sure the dates of how old these are, but this is a replica called the Inukshuk, a very famous monument here in Vancouver, made to look like many of the Inuksuks. You love straightforward, Princess. Roth? Is that called Roth? Watching with my mom. Can you say hi, Myra? Hi, Myra. Welcome, Myra. I see your son Fart there is in the chat. Is that called Roth? Navin says, I have great respect for you and your channel. You stand your ground, man. Glad you don't encourage others to choose or what to watch. Respect. Everyone are grown. Nice Star Wars reference. Star Wars is my favorite movie of all time, right? Princess Margaret says, well, you've got a beautiful smile. Let's not anyone smug. Keep being you. People who hate, or keep being you. Keep being you. People who hate are somewhat happy. Well, thank you very much, Princess. I appreciate you. And I saw you on the birthday stream they have, and you have a beautiful smile, and you're a very pretty person as well. Thank you. Yeah, well said, Navin. No, hey, I mean, I've never been the kind of person that tells people what to do with their lives. You go ahead and do you, all right? As long as it's not affecting others in a negative way. Waters are a bit rough today, you can see. Oh, you're very welcome, Princess. We'd love to see you come to Canada one day. I know you have ties to Canada. And I'm assuming you've been here before, Princess? Maybe not Vancouver, but Toronto, I assume? All along wall that's built here that you can walk. It's like a large walking path. Are you a Trekkie, Janice? Are you a Trekkie? Someone who loves Star Trek? How many hours drive from Vancouver to Seattle? I think it's about a 3-hour drive. Depending on how long you're going to be stuck at the border. Nowadays the border is a bit hairy to cross. I was thinking about doing a video on what to do if you are crossing the border into the States. How you should prepare if you're a Canadian going over to the States. Just as sort of a how-to video to help people so they don't get hassled too much, because both the Canadian and the US border are pretty strict right now. Both sides, not just the US border. Canadian border is also very strict right now. One thing you should do is, if you are crossing the border, basically erase your phone, all right? When I say erase your phone, I don't mean like, you know, I mean basically go through all your text messages and delete anything, and delete all your social media apps and all your messaging apps like Instagram and Facebook Messenger and WhatsApp, and delete all those things. You can always reinstall those once you get over the border, and your messages will still be there. I'm not saying close your accounts. Close now. And they'll check your whole life history and bring as little paperwork as possible. Just what you need to get over the border. Make sure your car is completely clean. Don't bring any contraband. I wouldn't even bring alcohol or cigarettes unless, you know, you happen to smoke and you want to bring a pack of cigarettes. And you are allowed to bring alcohol and cigarettes. I'm just saying I wouldn't even bother. Definitely don't bring any other things that are going to be considered illegal. And basically be on your best behavior. Because last time I went over to the States, it was not the funnest experience dealing with them. They're just doing their jobs though, so I'm not going to say anything negative about them. They're doing what they're hired to do. So, but in order to prepare for that, these are the things I would suggest. You're not allowed to bring tobacco over the border. Yes, you are. You're allowed to bring up to 1 carton of cigarettes over the border. You can bring a full carton of cigarettes over the border. It doesn't have to be bought at the duty-free shop. You can actually buy it wherever you want and bring it over the border. And you're allowed 1 case of beer and one 40-ouncer of liquor. Not both. It's either 1 case of beer or a 40-ouncer of liquor. So you can bring 24 beers or 1 40-ouncer of liquor. It's cheaper to get it at the duty-free shop though. And we have Ron E. Adventures. Welcome, Ron. Don't use the Peace Arch crossing. I mean, I don't know which one. I think they're all, I mean, to be honest with you, all the borders is going to be strict at this point. I don't know if it really matters which one you go through. If kind of what really matters is the person you're dealing with at the border in a good mood or a bad mood. That's what matters, okay? That's what really matters. Don't go on there with a big smile on your face like you own the world, like you're smarter than them, like you know more than them, like you have a right to be in their country. You don't have a right to be in their country. It's a privilege to go over the border. So don't make it sound like, you know, just because you're Canadian, you're allowed to go to the States, and vice versa. If you're American, don't make it sound like you have a right to be in Canada. You got no right to be here. It's a privilege. So don't be a cocky bastard. So we have a large sort of metal sculpture there. David Collum's with us. Hello, doctor. Can you bring poutine? I believe poutine is okay. I believe poutine is okay. Just as long as there's no marijuana in it. Princess is agreeing with me, yep. I'm not saying don't go to the States, and if you're American, I'm not saying don't come to Canada. I'm just saying be prepared. They might ask you if you're going to the States, they might ask you, do you have ties to Canada? Do you have a job? Do you have a family? Do you have a home, you know? It's good if you do. It's much better if you do have strong ties to Canada. If they ask you if you have a job and you're like, nah, I'm unemployed, but I'm going to go hang out in the States for 3 months, they might not let you in, because they might feel like, okay, you're going to go in there and try and find a job illegally. Yep, beautiful sun along the waterfront, which is basically sunsetted now. Are we not welcomed as an American? You're welcomed as an American. You're absolutely welcomed as an American, but you don't have a right to be here, you know what I mean? Just like I don't have a right to be in the States. It's a privilege to be going into someone else's country. So, you know, you can't make it sound like, you can't just be all cocky and be like, oh, I can go here. No. They don't want to let you in, they ain't gonna let you in. There's 335 million people in the States. If they don't need more people necessarily, you know what I mean? We have a beautiful bridge there.
I'm kind of just building a model. Yeah. Right now.
So I can visit Trinidad for Carnival. Oh, that sounds like fun. I've never been to Trinidad. I've only been to the Caribbean once, and that would be the country of Jamaica. I think the beach you're at is actually below sea level. It certainly feels like it, eh, Brad? Look how low we are, right? And I think that's one of the waves out when it gets really, you know, really rough. Thanks for the Remembrance Day stream. It was a nice watch. Have a great rest of your Tuesday. All right, see you, Vasily. And happy Remembrance Day to you, they say. But like Vasily said before, it's not a joyous celebration, but it's a good way to remember those who fought and died in the Great Wars, which shaped our world so much. Carnival is nice. A lot of tourists visit your country, so it's big like how it is in Brazil, Trinidad. It's big in Trinidad like how it is in Brazil, Princess. That's the same as Mardi Gras, right? That's the day before Lent. Trinidad has the best carnival in the Caribbean. Oh, okay. Hey, maybe I will make my way down there one day, Princess. I would like to visit Trinidad and many other countries. I haven't been to the southern hemisphere, really. I believe Trinidad. I'm not sure if it's necessarily south of the equator, though, is it? Probably not, but pretty darn close. We've got the marina here. There's some beautiful and expensive boats. Well, thank you very much, Princess. And it would be a pleasure to have you here as well. Okay, Navin. Yes, I haven't had my Tim's yet, but you know what? I might get a steep tea later. I've been more into the steep tea from Tim's lately because it's just so delicious. I think I'm gonna stop here for a second and take my sunglasses off. I don't think I need to wear those now that the sun is set. Okay, Princess, take care. Have a nice evening, Princess. Have a nice evening, Princess. Hope you enjoy your night in Trinidad in the beautiful islands over there. And we'll see you on the next one. And yes, maybe I'll look into coming there one day for the famous Carnival. You like the London Fog tea at Tim's? I've never tried that. I've never heard of that, actually. Much love to you, princess. Janice says yummy. Navin with another 99-cent super chat. Thank you, my friend. I'll have to grab myself a steep tea with that. Appreciate it, Navin. Have a good night, sir. Are you in New York or Florida now? I'm assuming Florida, but New York still hasn't gotten too cold, I don't think, yet. West Coast cutting. New York City, you're in New York City now, and you'll be in TO for Christmas. Tampa in February for spring training. Dunedin, Florida, I believe, is where the Blue Jays play. Reasonable sized hill here we're going up. Like this condo. Get that London Fog T mark. Looks like her battery might be a little low there. Oh, you're coming to Seattle in May. Let's link in Seattle. All right, we can try and do that, Navin. That's a good idea. Let me know. You can hit me up on Instagram. Something smells good here. Can't pinpoint exactly what it is, but it smells really good. Some sort of meat, pork maybe, cooking. Almost bacony. All right, Janice. You and Rick have a good night. If we don't see you, we'll see you on the next one. This is Drake Street, named after the famous rapper, who I cannot name one song. Philly born and raised. Remember about 6 or 7 months ago when Donald Trump wanted to adopt Canada? Don't get too much into politics. Yeah, we don't talk politics here. It's too divisive. Politics is kind of like, you know, the fights that we have in our... we don't... Once, you know, it's like you have to choose sides. It's like, I don't like choosing sides, you know. It's... I would rather have unity rather than division. But I have said before that I think Canada and the United States should form some sort of North American union like they have in Europe, like the European Union. This is Nando's, which I'm looking... I would like to try. I heard it's got really good chicken here at Nando's. Peri peri chicken, which I'm not sure exactly what it tastes like, but it sounds like something I would probably enjoy. We've got Vivian Johnson with us. Welcome, Vivian. Yeah, no worries, Vivian. Ian McLeod says, I don't know any Drake songs either. I don't know any Drake songs, man. I don't know why that guy is so famous. I really don't know nothing about Drake. All I do, but I hear his name everywhere. Everyone's like, Drake, Drake, Drake. I listened to rap music briefly back in the 90s, but it's not my favorite genre. I know he's not like 100% rapper. Like, I think he's kind of also maybe R&B kind of thing, but still. R&B I like though. Like 90s R&B, it was really good. You were busy dealing with JB issues? Oh, Vivian. Well, you missed the fact that she showed up here in my chat too about an hour ago. Her and Ziggy both came. Oh yeah, on YouTube, yeah. How you doing? JB came into my chat under one of her aliases, Vivian. And started going off, her and her protege, Ziggy Phoenix. I say protege in the most disdainful way possible, of course. They thought they could just come in here and open their mouths and not get their asses handed to them, but that was not the case. I gave them both a fistful of West Coast Walker. She has way too many aliases. Why do you have so many aliases? Are you a criminal or a spy or a terrorist? Those are the only people who have so many aliases. If you're a criminal or a spy or a terrorist, that's the only reason you need a bunch of aliases. David doesn't like rap, he likes jazz. Jazz is good. Yeah, I agree. You and Marge is just sickening. Matt Bross, welcome Matt. You were big on jazz when you were in college. Still like it though. Yeah, jazz is good. I actually like the less I hate to say it, but off key. Jazz is a little bit off key for me. When they solo, they use the chromatic scale. It's like they're hitting every note. Blues is a little bit more pure in its sound. I feel like they stick to the minor pentatonic scale when they're soloing. It's, you know, it's not like all over the place. But I do appreciate jazz, especially jazz culture. The jazz artists from the 20s and 30s, those guys were real cool fucking dudes. The Rex in Toronto, okay. I'm sure there are jazz clubs in Vancouver, I just haven't really looked into it. This looks like a good ramen spot. You like the smaller ensembles, the West Coast jazz. Interesting. Right on, Daddy-o. That's very jazz. The jazz artists, they were cool dudes. They started kind of the very first. They're the ones who actually started popularizing. They started popularizing marijuana usage back in the early days. They used to use it to make themselves more creative. They started smoking weed way before the hippies. So we've reached Burrard Street. It's a very elegant restaurant here. Beautiful outdoor seating. It's called Italian Kitchen.
See here, the way that we've gone.
Cambodian and Vietnamese cuisine here.
And none of the ones were on
Oh, nice, Matt. We're at almost the 2.5 hour mark. Probably wrap up in the next few minutes, unless you want to go on a little bus ride back to Hastings Sunrise, where we started. This is the Fairmont Hotel. And Tiffany and Company across the street. Louis Vuitton. And we've got, I'm not sure how to say that name. I don't speak, I don't read. Is it Chinese or Japanese writing? I'm not sure. Doesn't look like kanji characters. I think it's Japanese writing. We're in the heart of downtown now, close to, across the street from Burrard's Station. Mark D, $10 super chat. I love the truth bombs. Thank you for always being authentic. Thank you so much, Mark. I appreciate you. And thanks for the $10 super chat. I'm a bit of a truth teller. I will. Maybe sometimes people don't like it, but hey, if you're going to come into my chat and start trolling, you're going to get your ass handed to you. You're gonna get your ass handed to you, all right? Thanks again, Marg. Appreciate your support, you and your support of many channels. Exposed to a lot of abuse by certain people in the right, Marie? I mean, I think Brad would do the same thing if someone started coming into his channel and started trolling. He's also been subjected to a lot of abuse from Miss Fang and her little club. Yeah, Brad, I noticed on your live streams and videos you don't really get too many trolls, but $10 says that. I don't know if you guys saw the amount of comments that she left on Johnny's Stumbles last stream. Oh my God, I mean, do you not have anything better to do with your life than go on there and make 50 abusive and absurd and stupid comments? Like, get a life, dude. Like, get Netflix or something. Like, what are you doing? Like, even the people that hate us, Brad, they still watch religiously, though, right? They still watch religiously, so at least we're still getting paid, you know. Never say never. I know. I have a feeling they'll probably start targeting you, Brad, now, because I saw that they've been making a lot of comments about you before, too. I mean, in the past, and even on Stumble's last stream, with their troll accounts. That, like, how stupid do they think we are? They don't think we know that they're trolls. We don't think we know exactly who is leaving these comments, okay? You think you can just create an alias and start insulting people and no one's going to notice, no one's going to care, no one's going to figure out who it is? Like, come on. It's not just her and Ziggy. Also Yahya does that. A bunch of people do that. You don't think we know? How stupid do you think we are? No, Matt, that wasn't the issue today. The issue was another person that you would know. She's the one who is absolutely obsessed with Johnny and stalks him like Glenn Close from Fatal Attraction. She decided that she could come here and start making comments on my live stream and was going to get away with it. But I certainly ain't gonna put up with it, so, you know, we handed it to them today, and we'll hand it to them again next time as well. They can come on here and troll. They're just gonna get their asses handed to them, plain and simple. If they enjoy it, then that's fine. But certainly West Coast Walker ain't backing down from those two weirdos. Yes, Matt, you know who actually used to be a perfectly fine many years ago, and then just decided to turn over to the dark side for some reason and destroy all her friendships and relationships that she had in the chat, and just make herself into a complete pariah, and now everyone hates her. I mean, if that's what you like, having everyone hate you, having everyone think you're an annoying goofball, a complete, you know, idiot, then fine, that's what you want. personally, I would rather like it if people were friendly to me. But I think I'm going to wrap up the live stream here. I'm going to hop on this bus and head back to my home. So thank you everyone for joining, and thank you everyone for your support, Marg and Navin and someone else, I can't remember who gave me a super chat earlier, but someone gave me a super chat at the beginning. My memory's shot, right? 2.5 hours of walking and talking, but whoever that, I will remember, and I'll do a post about it later. So. But thank you for everyone, and thanks to the mods. Thanks you to all those who supported. Thanks to, make sure you like and subscribe and hit the notifications for when I go live. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one. Have a wonderful Remembrance Day, Veterans Day it's known as in the States. We give our grace and thanks to all those who died and fought in the great wars of the 20th century, which are so influential in our world today. Yes, thank you everyone, and we'll see you on the next one, okay? Bye for now.